trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. Coast to coast, east to west, north and south, and around the world. I'll have my daily update on the coronavirus, the contradictory statements today. A bit confusing. And I said, I'm on record, I went about a week ago. I was listening, remember if you were listening or watching the show back then, I commented on some reports and I saw some interviews where people were saying, I won't mention any names, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Well, you know, it's not all that concerning, and it's not a pandemic, and so on. And I said at the time, I thought I said, you better be careful what you're saying. You're talking about a virus. The virus is not paying one bit of attention to what those people are saying. It's not. And if you know it, and I'm not a virologist, but I do know that they are highly unpredictable, highly adaptable, and remarkably lethal. Now, today, I saw one report where they said, I guess it was a Chinese official, that they think that the concern in China will be over by April. Really? Okay. And then, not just today, not just a little bit ago, the World Health Organization weighed in on this. And the Director General, Tedros Adhanom, and I can't pronounce his last name, I'm not even going to try, said, quote, the Wuhan coronavirus poses a, quote, very grave threat to the rest of the world, close quote. This guy's the head of the WHO. This was at a start of a meeting, a 2-day meeting in Geneva on this outbreak. Well, wait a minute. You got somebody saying out of China, this is going to be over in April in China. And now the WHO, just a little bit ago, today, says that this virus poses, quote, a very grave threat to the rest of the world. Really? So who are you going to believe? I'm going with the Director General.
Yup.
That's who I'm going with. I know better. These viruses, that's why I was so stunned. And one person that was talking about this, he's very prestigious. I don't want to mention his name. And I'm thinking, my man, what are you saying? Yeah. This virus, it does pose and they haven't declared it a pandemic. They have not. I wonder if and when that's going to happen. Deaths and cases, 108 people in mainland China have now died as of Monday. Had 100 people get infected in one day. No, strike that. I'll clean that up in a second. That's a different issue. 2,478 new cases were identified in mainland China, bringing the number to 42,638. As of Tuesday morning today, 43,090 people were infected worldwide. Here's what's concerning. People are getting infected that were not in China. This has these scientists and experts very concerned. These people are getting infected around the world that were not in China. So this is telling them that this virus is highly contagious. 2 senior health officials in the Chinese province at the epicenter of the outbreak were fired on Tuesday. Really? What took them so long? Another issue, there's an apartment in Hong Kong, and apparently, apartment building, and apparently they partially evacuated the building because they thought that the pipes were contaminated with the virus. 135 cases have been confirmed on a ship quarantined in Japan. So much for the quarantine. Another ship carrying more than 2,000 people is still lost at sea, and they're trying to find a port. Nobody will take them. They've been to at least 3 different ports, and they have been denied entry into the port. They're just floating around out there. They wanted a cruise. Boy, they got a extended cruise in a very unfortunate way. And what's concerning about that is that there are people on that. That's a confined environment. It's separated from the rest of the world. It's out in water, and people are kept in their cabins, but the virus is still being transmitted on board. People are still getting infected.
But how when they're being quarantined?
That's the question. Is it in the air system? What? Is it in the water system? How's that happening?
Food?
Any number of ways.
Right.
Any number of ways. And you're not allowed to just sort of roam around on it. You're locked in your cabin.
Right.
You're done. I mean, the only time that door opens is when they bring you food and drink. That's it. So how is that virus getting transmitted? So those are some of the concerns. Some say, it's going to be over in April in China, and the WHO just about an hour or so ago said this poses a grave threat to the rest of the world. That would include you and me, by the way. We are part of the rest of the world. Here's how to make contact with the show.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can always email Dr. Garko personally as well. His email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. If you head over to letstalknutrition.com, you will find all of our past shows. They're sorted by date and title. Just go to the show schedule tab if you missed any shows and may want to listen back to them. You can also do that on youtube.com, search Let's Talk Nutrition. You can watch the shows, but again, we archive all the shows so you can go back and watch them. And if you have any questions or comments, you can message us on Facebook, comment on our YouTube, hit us up on Instagram, however you want to get a hold of us. Just search Let's Talk Nutrition and send us a message.
In 2 courses, I had one course called Vitamins and Minerals, and have a course taking now called Clinical Biochemistry, where you're looking at different pathways, enzymatic pathways that are have cofactors like vitamins and minerals. And the course is difficult. I'm just going to tell you that. And so I'm not unaware, and plus other courses where we're talking about these micronutrients. And so that's by way of saying to you, I'm not unaware of how these compounds, these molecules behave, these micronutrients. Vitamin B12. A lot of people say, they think they know a lot about vitamin B12, and I'm going to go get a vitamin B12 shot, and I'm going to go get some supplements, and then they start overdosing on vitamin B12. When I come back, I'm going to give you a cautionary tale and a warning. Don't do that, and I'll explain. Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only 2 ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalk.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. A new study in the Journal of the American Medical Association network is pointing to the use of vitamin B12. B12 is, of course, part of a micronutrient. It's a water-soluble vitamin, and it's part of a collection of other B vitamins. Now, one of the things I have a great appreciation for now that I didn't have is that these micronutrients play such a critical role in the enzyme pathways in your body and all the different chemical reactions that are going on. These micronutrients are cofactors, and they need to be there in order for the enzyme to make the reaction work. I'm simplifying this, but my point is this: two things. One, without these enzymatic pathways, without the enzymes, we're done. We're done. No enzymes. They make everything happen. And you got thousands of reactions going on all the time. And you need these cofactors to make these enzymes work properly so that they can catalyze that reaction, speed it up, so that you can digest your food faster, so that you can do all these things that you can do. And so they're critical. Now, that being said, what you also need to know is that there are, how can I put this? There is insight into at what levels they should be consumed. The recommended dietary allowance for these, and the levels where you're put at risk when you don't get enough of the micronutrient, or you get too much, where it becomes toxic. And just because it's a good thing doesn't mean it cannot become a bad thing and be toxic to your body. This is well illustrated now in a new study, fresh, brand new. And it was the association of plasma concentration of vitamin B12 with all-cause mortality in the general population in the Netherlands. Translation: they found a relationship between consuming too much B12 and people dying. All-cause mortality essentially is what that means. And even though it is a water-soluble vitamin and doesn't collect in your tissues and is stored, nevertheless, apparently, even at high doses, you're put at risk. And B12 is an important micronutrient for your nerves and for blood cell health. Most of it you obtain by eating food. There are certain foods that are high in B12. And those who suffer from a B12 deficiency or inability to absorb it can use dietary supplements. This new study, published in JAMA Network Open, suggests that extremely high blood levels of B12, in their language, life-threatening. These researchers in the Netherlands measured B12 levels. The sample size was 5,571 people, generally healthy men and women. The average age was 54. None was taking supplements. None. They followed them for an average of, this is great. They followed them for 8 years. Those are the better studies. You sort of get a newsreel of what's going on rather than a snapshot in time. The study, these researchers knew what they were doing. They controlled for a number of variables that affect mortality: age, sex, body mass index, tobacco, alcohol use, diabetes, cancer, cardiovascular disease, as well as markers of liver and kidney function. So they were drawing blood from them. They were testing them. They had baseline measures on these people and tracked them for 8 years. They found that the death rates, I'm not making this up, the death rates among this sample of people were nearly twice as high in those in the highest quarter for B12 levels as for those in the lowest quartile. But here's what's troubling. They don't know why. They don't understand the underlying mechanism of action as to why these high levels of B12 are causing people to die. Dr. Stephen J. L. Baker, a professor of internal medicine at the University Medical Center in Groningen. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It's some medical center in Netherlands. Said, quote, high amounts of B12 are often taken without a medical indication. In other words, people are self-treating. And that's what you don't want to do. Dr. Baker said, quote, our finding was only an association and could not prove a cause and effect relationship. That's true. It's correlational, not causational. You need correlation before you can get the causation, however. I have the study. I was looking at it. It's a well-done study. So there's a message here. Be prudent. Be mindful that these are chemicals. I know they're vitamins and minerals, but they're chemicals, and you don't want to blow up the lab.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's Let's Talk.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. We always invite you to call the show. We have any number of ways for you to make contact and connect. Love hearing from you. I know sometimes, you may want to do it. People, I've talked to them. I would like to call, but I'm so, it's called communication anxiety or apprehension. No need to worry. And then people are busy too. And oftentimes I'll meet people and make an appearance or something, doing whatever I'm doing. And they'll come out and say, I've been listening to you for years. I listen almost every day. I said, how come you never call? I just like to listen. And many people are like that. So I know that the majority, only a small percentage, we know this. It's generally the way it is in radio anyway, for talk shows. A very small percentage of people call in.
I'd never called into I just realized that I had never called into a radio
And you
station.
work in radio.
Right. And I work in radio now.
So I understand that. But I keep encouraging you to call because I love to hear from you. I love talking to you. Many of you have much to say, much to share, and your experiences and what you know. Some very smart people in this audience, trust me. That I know. Wayne Elliott's our guest today. And in light of what is going on with the flu, it's flu season now, and now we have this coronavirus issue. It is concerning. And I keep listening to these reports, and they're talking about, well, now 1,000 people have died worldwide, over 1,000. And I'm thinking, well, we're over 10,000 right now in the United States for influenza. Okay? So just so we keep this in perspective. The concern, though, is this global global reach that this virus potentially has. The World Health Organization issued a warning today. The general of the WHO commented that this, I'm paraphrasing, this virus can pose a very grave threat to the rest of the world. Close quote. The Inspector General said that. So, in light of that, I'm going to bring Wayne on. And Wayne, welcome to the show. I have a question for you. Wayne.
Hey, Dr. Garko.
Hey, how are you? In your experience, first of all, how are you doing?
Always well, thanks, Dr. Garko. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. You sound distant. You sound like you're away from the headset or the microphone or whatever you're talking into.
Maybe that's better, is it?
Yeah. You can't be on the other side of the room. Just kidding. First of all, let me not forget my manners. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
You enjoying your time in Florida?
With you?
I'm good. Are you enjoying your time in Florida?
Yeah, you bet. Been quite busy, but it's always nice to step outside with a shorts and T-shirt on.
You can't do that in British Columbia at this time of year, right?
Well, especially not in Ontario. It's worse. Ice, snow, and all that stuff. So I'm grateful I'm here. You bet.
So the weather in Ontario is worse than in British Columbia?
Oh, overall, sure. In the lower British Columbia, they have tulips come up in February, and of course that's the dead of winter back in southern Ontario, and we're expecting 8-10 weeks more of not nice weather after the middle of February. So
no tulips in no tulips in Ontario.
I call it the Great White North, but we're really no further north than Buffalo, New York.
I know.
Buffalo's an awful place for weather. Terrible place for snow. Right at the end of Lake Erie, it's like a big funnel and just gets dumped on Buffalo.
So you're just a stone's throw from Buffalo, New York, then?
Yeah.
My
father always used to say if they were going to give America an enema, they'd shove it into Buffalo.
Oh, my land. Jeez. Well, that's pretty graphic.
It's a challenging place to live.
Very descriptive.
Yeah, that created a nice image. All right. Well, we're glad that you're here in Florida and you're enjoying yourself, and I know that you're grateful for each and every day. In your travels and in your experience over the years with Strauss heart drops, have there been any conversations in the company? Have there been any testimonials or people talking to you about, or health experts or scientists talking to you about the Strauss heart drops? I know it's slated or targeted for cardiovascular health, but have they talked to you about immune health, how it affects the immune system, given these scares now with influenza, flu season, and this coronavirus?
Well, absolutely, Dr. Garko. And, amongst, or in addition to dissolving plaque and even the stringy fats in our carotid arteries, the heart drops have shown to remove heavy metals from our body. I had the heavy metal lead in my body, and when I don't know which point of taking the Strauss heart drops, but I know my iridologist told me, and it was in the first 6 months that I no longer had them. That my dad experienced the same thing. Of course, he was exposed to more than me, earlier than me, and in the absence of health and safety rules and practices in those days. So he suffered the same thing, and the heart drops did that for him. The other thing, of course, is that it helps to keep the lymphatic system clear and blood flowing everywhere, and that's our first line of defense for the immune system. And then I think, Dr. Garko, we talked about this the other day, your well-being, your health, when these bugs and creatures come along that infect us, has a lot to do with it to start with. You pointed out once before the influenza bugs kill lots of people, and so it's the best offense is defense, as they say, and we're best to stay in the best health we can all the time, and then be equipped to fight these bugs.
877-897-8255. Wayne Elliott with Strauss Naturals. Talking with Wayne today. Wayne, there is a line of research. I've been looking at it, and it's not the first time I've looked at it, but in which they look at aged garlic and its effect on immune health or the immune system. And there's enough evidence to strongly suggest that aged garlic contains various compounds that have this real ability and potential to influence immunity, your immune cells, especially your innate immune cells, these that are necessary to kill these pathogens, like natural killer cells, and what they call NK cells, for example. I was just wondering if, anybody in the company, I know that the focus is on heart health, but there is some strong evidence to suggest that the immune health is supported by aged garlic, for sure, 100%.
No, I agree, Dr. Garko, and that's the key to the Strauss process. The ingredients you can read and their proportions you can read in Health Canada, and copycats have done that and copied. But what they can't copy, because it's not there, is the process itself. And the aged garlic is a huge key, and for reasons including what you've just said, the immune support evidence with garlic is aged garlic is
sure.
Is irrefutable.
We'll be right back, and I'm going to ask Wayne that they've reintroduced a couple of products. I want him, because we had callers about that, when I'm telling you about it.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
What is inflammation?
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. One of the questions I get a lot, and when people I have a chance to talk to people, they ask me, what can I do? Many people are on a fixed income, or they don't want to spend. They have the means, they just don't want to spend a lot of money on dietary supplements, but they want to take them. And so they say to me, which supplements can I take every day that will cover a lot of bases or territory, that confer a benefit that expands beyond one area of health? And I get that a lot. And it's a fair question. And I'm able to provide an answer. And one of the things that I say to them is that part of your day-to-day nutrition in terms of dietary supplementation should be to take aged garlic, because its expanse, its reach, and its effect is expansive, is what I'm trying to tell you. And so I'm a big fan, and I'm just saying to you that it's not just for cardiovascular health, although we talk a lot about that. It will confer benefits in other ways, like immune health, and I'll talk more with Wayne about that. Wayne, welcome back. We had some people, you had mentioned already now a couple or three times the reintroduction of some products from the company, and people were asking, because you were talking about these new these products being reintroduced, And then I had asked you a question about taking them in combination with the heart drops, and we had some inquiries about that. Could you, because of that, I'm sure other people are interested as well. Could you just do a reprieve on that and talk about it again, please?
Sure, Dr. Garko. These products, Cardio Calm and kidney blood pressure, are 300-year-old formulas by the Strauss family. My experience with them was 15 to 20 years ago when I was involved with the company as Eastern Canadian distributor. But as usual, first as a customer, I tried both. I had irregular heartbeat in my late 30s, and I had high blood pressure as well in the days when 140 over 80 was considered the norm, not 120 over 60 like today. So mine was still higher than that. I took the CardioCalm because of my arrhythmia, and in 3 months, my irregular heartbeat, my one-beat race stopped. My heartbeat was regular and has been ever since. So that's, 19 years or so. I am taking it now. I got my shipment of 3 bottles of each of the CardioCalm and the kidney, and I've started taking both. As a preventative, I guess, Dr. Garko, I don't have high blood pressure. It's 120 over 70, and I don't have arrhythmia. But the other thing the CardioCalm product does, the formula, is to repair any damaged cells of the heart. And I don't think I have those either, but again, as a preventative, I'm so grateful that they've worked as they have for almost 20 years for me, these 2 products. I'm just, they're like a cleanse, if you will. I'm going to do them, I am doing them both again. So the CardioCalm can repair damaged cells of the heart and work for your arrhythmia. That irregular heartbeat's the most difficult heart condition for Western medicine to treat, and a dangerous one. It's painless with the CardioCalm. My friend Joe, he was 5 months till his arrhythmia stopped, but he was in the worst health really a human could be in. Joe was, and 400 pounds as well, and just so many things wrong, it wasn't funny. The kidney blood pressure, it kills bacteria, among other things. It kills bacteria in our kidneys, which turns out is the cause of a great deal of blood pressure issues like with mine. I had 2 natural therapists tell me it was my left kidney specifically, and the kidney blood pressure lowered my blood pressure. I don't know how long it took. I took it for 3 months, went to the doctor. That's the most I used to go to the doctor for. I'd drop in and just have him check my blood pressure, say hello, and tell him he needed to be on the heart drops. So sometime within 3 months, it lowered my blood pressure. And again, the same with Joe. And then, thousands of people since when I was in the business. So these are the same 2 formulas coming back, which I'm very excited about. I mean, we were involved, not only were myself and family and dear friends, but we helped thousands of people back then. And it's very exciting, Dr. Garko. These formulas are available again. And I should point out, they're really treatments. This isn't something that you take every day the rest of your life. They're treatments. They're to heal or fix what's wrong. And as I say, Joe, my friend Joe with the CardioCalm, he had terrible arrhythmia, just crazy, off the charts. And it wasn't steady like mine was a one-beat race. His was all over the place. His pulse would go from stopped 225 beats a minute and all points in between. So it was crazy. It's a treatment. When you take it, you shouldn't have the problem anymore, and then you could choose to take it again in a few years if you wanted to, or if you were worse off to start with, Dr. Garko, you might take it longer than 3 months.
Sure.
Otherwise,
I was. Do you happen to know? Maybe this is. I don't want to put you on the spot. Do you happen to know? I know it's a proprietary. First of all, are the ingredients part of a proprietary blend in CardioCalm?
Yes, I believe they are. I got a bottle right here, so let me.
Okay, when we come back, if we could talk about the ingredients in CardioCalm and the ingredients in kidney blood pressure, and then how to use those two with the Strauss heart drops in combination. That apparently people were interested. That seems to me a good trio of supplements to take. And we'll explore this further, and I'll tell you about some research and aged garlic and how it helps your immune system. We'll be back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
With the incredible growth of the natural products industry, we have never had more products to choose from. And at the same time, getting healthy has never been more confusing. Irwin Naturals has made it easy for consumers, bringing relevant, high-integrity supplements to the marketplace. Irwin Naturals soft gel delivery technology was chosen over 20 years ago for its ability to quickly and effectively deliver the beneficial nutrients found in their formulas into our bodies for enhanced bioavailability. Irwin Naturals uses a multi-step approach for their products, utilizing the latest clinically researched ingredients while assuring that all claims are supported by scientific evidence. These strict quality standards have allowed Irwin Naturals to bring high-quality CBD products made with full-spectrum hemp extract to the public at an extremely affordable price while using the highest quality hemp. Irwin Naturals stays in tune with the ever-changing face of health in America. When choosing your supplements, consider using high-quality, relevant products from Irwin Naturals.
The proceeding was a commercial program.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Glad you could make it. And we'll be here. We have another hour to go. We're here every day. We're live. Go on the air around 9:06 and get off at 11:57, some change somewhere in there. This is radio. You need a mic. It's radio.
You mean 10:57, right? We're going to be here till 11:57 today?
I guess I'm
I was like,
I'm creating more work for myself.
What time zone were you in just now? What just happened?
I just added another hour to the show. We better tell the affiliates.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10:57 and some change. So we're here every day, and that's Eastern time. So we are syndicated across the U.S. We're in over 350 cities now and growing. We just added more affiliates. We're now up in, well, we'll tell you, we'll get Katie to share that a little bit with you. I know we're in Steubenville for sure, and we have these affiliates all the time. We're working on it. And so when you add an affiliate, they may reach more than sometimes one state, let alone different cities or counties or whatever. And that's how it works. So we keep working at that, just to let you know. And we've created a number of ways for you to make contact with the show so that we can connect with you and listen to what you have to say and your questions, field your questions, your concerns, and your ideas about health, wellness, and well-being, and what you can do about that. I'm going to share, we'll get back to Wayne in a minute. I meant to do this yesterday, but I got caught up in my reporting on the statistics relative to the forecasting of obesity by 2030. I won't get into that today. That show's archived. You can listen to it. It's very concerning. They're predicting that 50% of the population will be obese by 2030, and of that, 25% are going to be severely obese. And that's remarkable. We're now at about 40%, 42% of the population being obese, and 62% obesity and overweight together. Excuse me, 72%. So it's unabating. But that's not what I want to get into for a few moments with you in this opening monologue. On last Friday, I had occasion to go to the clinic, and I go periodically to be for blood draws and to be checked. My oncologist checks me, and and I go in for tests, screenings every several months, every 6 months or so. But you go in there all the time for blood draw. You have blood CBC done, or a metabolic panel, or a complete blood count panel done, and that's frequent. And also I go in and to have to do phlebotomy, where I'm phlebotomized, if there's such a word. Well, they'll take a number of liters of blood, microliters rather, milliliters, microliters, whatever. And that takes a while. So last Friday I had to go and do that, and we do that for different reasons. I won't get into that. And so I had occasion to have that done, and they did it in the chemo room. This is a room where many patients are in there, and they're being administered chemotherapy intravenously. And it's, I think everybody should spend 1 week in a chemo room somewhere. It will give you a very different perspective on life, and you'll come to understand what's important in life. Just sit in a room and watch, and you will see things that will cause you to reevaluate the way you're living your life, I am sure. And so I was in there, and the nurse came, and she hooked me up, and they were drawing. Before they did that, I looked to my right, and there was a couple. I would say middle age, beautiful looking couple, husband and wife, handsome man, lovely wife, lovely looking people, very nice. And I looked at him, and there's a certain look with cancer patients, and they have, and I can't explain that to you. You have to experience it. And I saw that a look. I knew obviously he's in treatment, and I could sort of guess where he was in the treatment plan. At some point, you can, because you look different along the way, and usually as you go along the way, you don't look better. I can tell you that. You look worse, and you can almost tell where they are. A patient is at any point by the way they look. And so I struck up a conversation. I asked him, "How you doing?" Turns out I won't even mention his first name. I don't want to do that. Turns out that I spoke with him, then I stood up, and then I talked to both him and his wife. And we were sharing our experience. And it was an interesting moment. And all I can tell you is this. It's very hard for me to come on this air and try to explain to you and share with you how important your health is, because most of you already get that. But we all get lost in the shuffle of life and in the stream of stress, and I could go on. You know what I'm talking about. And we lose our sense of purpose, and we lose our sense of focus, and we forget about what's really important, and we get trivial sometimes. All of us do, me included. When I left that place on Friday, that clinic, I was in there for about an hour and a half. Got in my vehicle, and I realized, that even I need to be reminded of what's important in this life. When I was in that room on Friday, I saw people at death's door. I saw people doing well in recovery, and I saw one lady to my right who was not. And it's hard to watch that, but you have to do it so that you can learn from it. And you see terrible things in that room, and you see also courageous acts, and you see wonderful families. You see what life is really about when things are difficult. And that's a lesson that each and every one of us can revisit from time to time. And it's hard to get in touch with that because you don't have occasion to go into a chemo room, and I hope you never do. When I left there on Friday, I realized, and especially with this lady, and after my conversation with this man and his wife, it reminded me of what I needed to remind myself of what is really important in this life, and to stay focused on that, and not to get caught up in stuff that at the end of the day isn't going to mean that much anyway. And so I wanted to share that with you, so that if I can at least get a little bit of your attention, and to try to help you vicariously learn from my experience and remind yourself, this is what, I need to dial it down, or I need to reprioritize and try to figure out what's really important. I just can tell you, I've been saying it for 15 years. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. That's not just a throwaway line or a tagline for this show. That's for me, that is reality, and it's something that we all should embrace. I'll be back.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Wayne Elliott with Strauss Naturals is our guest today. Wayne, welcome back to the show. It's great to have you on.
Thanks. It's always my pleasure.
Mm-hmm. It's our pleasure, too. We were talking about these CardioCalm and the kidney blood pressure products that Strauss has brought back into the repertoire of products, and I know that makes you happy, and you're taking both of them along with your heart drops. So you're taking the trio right now, right?
That's correct.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Pretty good.
Correct.
This is a good idea. And what I was asking you about, because people are always interested in what's in these products. We know what's in the Strauss heart drops. We've talked about that many times. In terms of, pardon me, in terms of CardioCalm, I understand it, is that a proprietary blend of certain ingredients?
No, it's the ingredients are right on the bottle, including the quantities.
Okay. What are those?
The first one is European mistletoe leaf, hawthorn fruit, hawthorn leaf and flower, skullcap aerial, cayenne fruit, Indian sarsaparilla root, and peppermint leaf for flavor.
I'll be darned. Those are long-standing compounds, ingredients, herbs that have been used for hundreds of years. I mean, in different cultures, and there's science relative to, I think, every one of those different studies to talk about their properties and how they work and what kind of benefit they confer. That's an interesting formula. Who formulated that?
It would have been one of Jim Strauss's ancestors from 300 years ago.
Oh, my land.
Without the spearmint flavor, of course, but the medicinal herbs were the formula is unchanged, as is the kidney blood pressure formula, Dr. Garko. It's unchanged as well. And I just looked to see on my bottle. Well, they sent me the final sample bottle, so I don't have. The only ingredient I know about is juniper berry, because it's written on the label here on the test bottle. But for the next show, I'll have those list of ingredients for the kidney.
Okay.
And boy, I could just tell you how effective it is. And
well,
no side effects either with this stuff, Dr. Garko. There really isn't. I found on the kidney formula with folks, including myself, I might have gone to the bathroom an extra time or two, urinated an extra time or two within 24 hours of starting the kidney.
Yeah.
And then after that, less. I went to the bathroom less.
Okay.
It was just what I experienced.
Sure.
There were several others that I know well experienced, my friend, my dad, and mom. So it gets to work quickly, that's for sure.
Okay, good.
Both these products do, but it is a treatment. So
I understand.
Taking it a couple of times, it's not a pharmaceutical for symptoms. It's going to the root of the problem. And
I understand.
If people take 3 bottles, most people will be well.
Katie had a question for you.
So the leaves that you put in for flavoring, are there medicinal benefits for those, or that's just strictly for flavoring?
Just for flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
Herbs are often very bitter and not nice tasting.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that.
That's right.
The reason, often, first of all, Rain, those are chemicals. They're chemical compounds that constitute these ingredients. Oftentimes, plants, the chemicals in these plants confer a protective benefit to the plant from environmental stressors and threats, whether it be the weather, whether it be insects, whatever it might be. And that's why oftentimes these chemicals are pungent and difficult to taste. And there are chemicals on top of it, and that's just the nature of chemicals. But oftentimes they are bitter in their taste or, somewhat difficult to taste because they were used to protect the plant. So that's one explanation. What strikes me as remarkable about those formulations, and I asked you, the reason why I asked you who formulated it, because I was trying to get a sense of when. And you said probably one of Jim Strauss's ancestors 300 years ago. Well, they didn't have a clinical lab to send different formulations for testing to see, or to do anything with those. All they had was their imagination, their insight and experience and intelligence to put those formulations together and figure out what combinations in what amounts would work. I find that extremely remarkable.
And the craft, Dr. Garko, of recognizing the medicinal value of herbs by taste and then putting the formulas together by taste. I mean, I think back to, okay, who in the Strauss family started this and just how did they do it?
Exactly. That's what I want to know.
How the heck would you do it?
If I could find somebody that could... I was just going to say, if I could find somebody that could channel... if we could bring somebody in who could channel those ancient ancestors, that would be one of the questions. Hey, how did you do this? I'd like to know.
Absolutely. Yeah, by the time Jim came along, 7 generations later, I guess it was all old hat. All he was trained in was he claims a miserable childhood with his aunts and grandmothers shoving herbs in his mouth, saying this is for heart, this is for lungs.
Oh.
And he said if he knew what ran away meant, he might have run away. But he didn't, thank goodness, and here we are today. But yeah, it amazes me too, Dr. Gardner, the way they did their business.
It's astonishing. It's incredible. And by the way, those herbs and those plants help the other animals that get to them too.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Talking with Wayne Elliott from Strauss Naturals. So cardio calm, kidney blood pressure, and the Strauss heart drops taken together will confer, as I reading between the lines are pretty wide, it's easy to read. From what Wayne says, will create a sense of, bring things back into balance with respect to your cardio metabolic functioning and, and the getting your heart, by the way, your heart, your lungs, and your kidneys all work together. And many of these medications that are given to patients are trying to get these three systems to work together. And oftentimes, what will happen is at some point, the drugs won't even work anymore, and it ends up ending in a bad way for the patient. But the kidneys and the lungs and the heart are inextricably, intimately connected. And so this trio of products will try to bring back some balance and homeostasis to your cardiovascular system, and get your blood pressure down and keep your heart beating at a proper rhythm and keeping the arteries clean. Did I did I represent that properly, or did I leave something out, Wayne?
No, I think you hit it right on the head, Dr. Garko.
Okay.
That's exactly what the products are developed for and what they do. You should expect results. Obviously, it's not something to try. You should expect results. Your satisfaction is guaranteed by the Strauss Company. So, and you can't be harmed, as determined by Health Canada years ago. So, there's no risk whatsoever, Dr. Garko, and I hope the folks consider trying it if they have any of these issues or want to prevent them.
Mm-hmm.
These are great products to go with.
I'm just curious. Now you're here in Florida. You're not working. You're pretty relaxed. You're out there probably on the boardwalk. Maybe you take a walk on the beach. I don't know what you're doing. That's okay. And you bump into people. I'm just curious. Either how many times a day or how many times a week you end up talking to somebody and you tell them about the things that you talk about on this show with these people. Do you do that often? I got a funny feeling that you do. Do you?
Whenever anyone will listen to me, Doc. Whenever anyone will listen, I talk.
Is it at least a couple times a week? It has to be.
Oh, it's usually a few times a day.
That's what I'm thinking. Yes, a few times a day.
A couple of my friends will say when we're together, they'll go, "Oh, geez, here he goes. He's going to break into a lecture any minute."
Well, you can't help yourself.
No, I can't.
Because when something helps a human being, when they find something that either saved their life, improved their life, makes for a better life and quality of life, they'll talk about it until they can't anymore.
And they should.
There you go.
If you got something worth bragging about, brag about it, especially if it helps people's lives.
100%, Katie. But
it always bugs me, folks, when I see or I'm in someone's company and I want to say something. Like you said, Dr. Garko, I'm not a medical doctor like you, that's for sure. But if you pay attention enough, you can generally tell when someone isn't well. Coloring, you can just generally tell, and it bothers me when I don't say something to someone that I think might be helped, and I think about it afterwards, and and then I'm left to wonder. Most people never see again, left to wonder what happened, but it isn't a good feeling for me. So
mm-hmm.
I talk to anyone who, I don't walk up to strangers and interrupt them, but any opportunity to mention it, I do.
Yeah, and just for the record, I'm just a mere PhD trying to get along.
Oh, okay.
I'm not an MD. I didn't go to med school. I do have my PhD, though, and I'm pretty well trained. I must say I've had great professors. And it's sometimes what I learned a long time ago, Wayne, when I was maybe more naive and a lot younger and filled with a lot of passion to try and talk to people and tell them about this or that, I learned that some people are candidates for change and some are not. Some will welcome your how can I say, overture to help them, and others will find it annoying and offensive. And trying to figure out, I'm sure you've had that experience. So I
usually take a shot anyway. What's the worst that could happen?
They call you names or walk away or won't pay for your beer or something. I don't know. Yeah. So you take these. How many times a day are you taking these products? Twice a day? Once a day? What are you doing? How do you coordinate those three together? People would like to know.
Well, I take them together so that I don't miss one. And to be perfectly honest, because of my lifestyle and schedule, Dr. Garko, I always have heart drops in my car and everywhere, every office, every site we have, and so forth, where I have a desk. They're there. But truthfully, including the heart drops right from the start, when I only had one bottle, I take things pretty religiously twice a day. But what I do, and because you should take them 3 times a day, what I do is take extra.
I see.
I probably take 25% more than the minimum recommended dosage 3 times a day.
I see.
I take probably 25% more than that, but in 2 doses instead of 3.
Do you take them with meals, or do you take it on an empty stomach, or does it make a difference?
They say it's always best on an empty stomach. To be honest, again, I just take it. Sometimes it's midnight at 1 in the morning when I take the second dose.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's before dinner if I think of it. Because I don't take any other pills, I'm not on this regimented scheme of, getting the daytimer out and all this stuff. But I leave it, it's always right out on the kitchen table. Here in Florida, it's right on the kitchen counter, so I can't forget it for being out of sight. But twice a day is what I do, but I do take extra. So what's recommended, I always try to get my mom to take it 3 times a day. You might as well, if you can, cut all the angles and get the best benefit that you can, the fastest you can. And so, I always recommend, as does Strauss, 3 times a day.
Was there anything in particular that you had on your mind that you wanted to express on the show today? Was there something that you thought about and said, I really need to share this today? Or are we doing okay with what we're doing?
Well, we're doing okay always. I love our conversations, Dr. Garko, but I'll tell you what I'm a little preoccupied with in these past, 3 weeks now.
Okay, hold your thought. Hold your thought. We're going to reserve that for the last block on Let's Talk Nutrition, and we'll have the LTN Health question of the day. We'll see what's been on Wayne's mind.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Wayne alluded to this. When I asked him the question, he gave you the answer. When I asked him about the formulation for these different products, like the Cardiocom or the kidney blood pressure or the Strauss heart drops. And he said that in the Strauss family, these were formulated a certain amount of time ago. Did he say it was 100 years ago, 200 years ago, or about 300 years ago? When were these formulations created? 100, 200, or 300 years ago? Here's a number to call. Win a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Welcome back, Wayne. So what has been on your mind, you said, for the past 3 weeks or so? Wayne.
Doctor, it's this business of coronavirus in China, and we talked about awareness a couple of shows ago, and I started to think about, various things, right from airplane flights and passenger ships, and the way this virus is spreading, and it just, I widened out with just general concerns, and please, I have nothing against Chinese people. There's some brilliant Chinese people I know, but I do have resistance to China's actions, treatment of the environment. It's truly a horrible situation there. We talked about well-being earlier and how that's the best, be in the best shape you can, best health you can to try and ward things off. Well, I don't think they are, or anyone can be that lives there, particulates floating in the air and whatnot. And I just asked our company's purchasing department to let me know what products we buy, directly or indirectly, from China. And what's in my mind is let's stop that and buy American, so to speak, Canada or the U.S. made products, and they'll be more expensive. But I don't know. I think this might have happened for our collective awareness that we really want to get everything from China, because you might get these viruses and stuff that goes along with it, and anywhere where life is cheaper and conditions are worse, people are poorer, millions, literally starving or very hungry in China. And again, this is hard to say. I don't want to sound personal to anyone, but it seems to me the morals and things like environmental and the health stewardship aren't as prevalent in those countries as they are in America or Canada. Mm-hmm. And I think we should be aware of this. Mm-hmm. And some of the foodstuffs that come from China, well, I'll tell you this, Dr. Garko, if I know that that's the source, I'm not eating it, okay? Mm-hmm. It's just as simple as that. Then get away from the health and wellness, just our economic well-being and careers and so forth. Do we really want to buy everything from China?
I understand.
It's almost come down to that. And so that's my angst right now, and I plan to bring this up to the management of our companies to say, let's work towards stopping this. Let's not buy anything from there. And I have no idea, Dr. Garko, how many items of safety gear that might come from China.
I understand.
This is how I feel.
What you're getting at is something that is an issue for dietary supplement companies that constitute the natural products industry, and I've talked about this on the show. Goes to the issue of raw materials. From where do they get the raw materials? Where are those raw materials tested at the point of origin? Then do they get tested at the point of destination? And then do they get retested at the docks or wherever? And then do they get retested at the plant, the facility? And I know many of the companies that do that. They will test these products for contaminants because they're coming from other countries that may not have a strict regulation system as we do. India, China, and other places. And even within the continental United States, getting raw materials, you need to check those too, by the way. And that's that's part of what you're getting at. And this is always a concern. Sometimes you can get the product cheaper from a source in another country, but you run the risk of getting contaminated raw material. And then it's incumbent upon the company to test those materials third-party tested, so that you're not biased. And some companies will do it right. They'll take samples at the dock. When that shipment comes in, they'll draw random samples, get those tested. And then they'll test them again when they get them back, when they get them to the facility. And they're always tested. And the responsible companies do that. I guess I'm speaking to your point, at least in part, am I not?
Absolutely, Dr. Garko. And I know the Strauss Company does that as a matter of course, regardless of where herbs may come from. They do that as a matter of course. And always with a third-party lab, just as the companies I'm involved with and make my living with, always a third-party lab, because you don't want trust to come into it. I find myself questioning the trust with some of these, with many of these products. We had in years gone by children's toys from China with lead-based paint banned in most of the world. Well, some Chinese manufacturers took advantage of that. Yes, it's great paint, but we deemed it unacceptable for us, and in the meantime, here it came anyway. So,
yeah,
I've seen in other businesses a fake certificate, and I'm not going to mention the country, but of course lesser developed than in America, and fake insurance certificates, not worth the paper they're written on. In other words, if something went wrong, you would have no support from the underwriters. And so I don't know what to trust or what's prudent, wise to trust coming from anywhere that you don't test, Dr. Garza.
Sure.
You what are you going to do, start testing your kids' toys?
I know. You can speed dial me real quick. What, 100 or 300 years, how long have these formulations been in place? 877-897-8255. If you call before we get off the air, we'll still give you credit. Wayne, thank you so much. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide.